what's happened thus far? What kind of figures are we talking about monetarily in terms of the debt level, because it is the world's most indebted developer? And what are the next steps, I suppose?
Yeah, today at Hong Kong High Court, Justice Lorretta Chen ordered that liquidation order for Evergrande, which is really a long time coming. She has promised to really wind up the company if there's no progress between Evergrande and its creditors, and this is really happening. We're talking about a company that has over $300 billion in debt, and the bulk of that is in mainland China, onshore, whereas the offshore creditors holds about $20 billion of dollars of debt, and that they were looking to restructure, but that restructure plan eventually fell apart. And Evergrande right now has offshore assets such as listed companies of the China Evergrande unit. It has an EV unit that hasn't actually produced any electric cars, and also a service, a property service.
And they're all wound up,
unit.
I suppose, part of the liquidation process.
So they will be considered in the liquidation process. And so what happens next in Hong Kong is that at 2:30 we have another regulating hearing by Justice Lorretta Chen, and where she will pronounce the reasoning behind why she ordered that winding up, and also appointing a provisional liquidator for the company.
So, Loretta, what are the next moves for Evergrande? What can be expected, and what are the implications for the other property plays?
Yeah, well, it's really a landmark moment for the company, or rather the end of the company. So Evergrande stock is already halted in the Hong Kong market, and we don't expect that to be trading ever again, alongside with several of its units trading in Hong Kong. And I think the next step we're watching is that appointment of liquidator, and whether this offshore liquidator would eventually go to mainland China to claim these assets. So we've analyzed in our previous stories that process of identifying hundreds of or even thousands of project units of Evergrande in mainland China could take years to finish. So it's going to be a long process. And I think for the China property market more widely, it's really an ominous result for the property crisis that's still unfolding. And I think people are predicting that continuing downward cycle of property sales, and I think with Evergrande being liquidated, that will only drag further and dent really home buyers' confidence.